Said that when a man dies, his janaza is covered in 3 cloth. But when a woman dies, her janaza is covered in 5 cloth. And what was the moral of the story of that? It's like because Allah doesn't like even a dead woman's body where people can see her shape. And also, even if you're dead, Allah covers your head, the women. And it was so beautifully written that you don't want your last day to be the first day of your hijab. And that is something that touched me so deep. I'm sorry. Next morning I remember I woke up and I'm like, that was my birthday. And I'm like, I bought a lot of scarves before, I just bought the scarves. And then I remember I got up the next morning, I put this cap inside, I wore the scarf, and I'm like, I will inshallah never remove this ever again. And I'm very happy that, I always wanted to do Hajj. But I'm so glad that
I ask Muslims, why do women cover their hair? And maybe 1 out of 99 gives the right answer. Now, if Muslims don't know why women wear this scarf, how do we expect non-Muslims to understand? We put this on so that everybody will know that we are Muslim women. We are proud of being Muslim women. But then this says a lot too. See, what this tells everyone who sees me is what stands before you is a woman of enormous strength, enormous courage and integrity. This woman will not lie. She will not cheat. She will be the best employer, the best employee, the best friend, the best advisor, the best counselor. That's a Muslim woman. You can trust her. And it's a warning. It tells to everybody what stands before you is a woman who knows her worth. She knows her value. She is not a toy. So don't even try to play with her.
When we look around the society, people are encouraging, especially women, to reveal it all. They're encouraging women to show it off. We are not show-offs. Our bodies are not meant to be sold or displayed for others. We have an understanding of our body and our dress that is derived from our understanding of God Himself and what He wants from us. It's not hard to dress in a way that you think that we know that God will be pleased with. It's not hard to wear the hijab. It's not hard to wear loose clothing. When we think about fitted clothing that defines the form, we have to question why. Why is it necessary that everyone wears pants that exactly shows the shape of the legs, or shirts that show the shape of the arms and the waist and the chest and whatnot? And subhanAllah, again, the fact that modesty is distinctive for the Muslims and that this is not a culture that is compatible with Islam, this type.
Assalamu alaikum everybody. So a lot of people have been asking me why I'm choosing to wear niqab online. So inshallah, my intention is to one day be able to wear the niqab every single day in person. I personally think it's just the most beautiful thing to have yourself protected and veiled. For me, there's so many things about it. The first thing was knowing that the Prophet's wives would veil themselves in front of non-mahrams. And obviously, being a public social media influencer, there's non-mahrams watching my content all the time. So of course, it's important for me to protect my energy from non-mahrams. And non-mahrams are essentially people that I'm able to marry, that, look at me a type of way, type of thing. Anyways. So I don't even know how to explain it. It's like asking someone, why do you wear a dress? Why do you wear a t-shirt? I don't know, I liked it. It's that simple for me, to be honest. It's that simple, and obviously there's more to it. I feel so close to God. I feel like I am genuinely committing myself to something that is so much more than my ego. Because my personality, a lot of it has been my appearance, how I look. And I know a lot of people look up to me because of how I look, or watch me because of how I look. I've lost so many followers since wearing the niqab online, and I'm so happy about it because this is taking out people who are judging me from a level of ego. So people who are in their hearts, they see people wear whatever they want and they're like, whatever, it's your life. Because they're operating from their hearts, and they say, it's not my place to judge you. It's not my place to tell you what's okay and what's not okay. So there's so much to talk about. I know a lot of people are concerned, they're calling it extreme. But again, me as a Muslim woman who's very committed to the path of Islam and the path of really being the spiritual, operating in the spiritual container, in the container of Islam, I know that it makes, I don't even know how to put it into words sometimes. For me, it's following the way of how the Prophet would live his life. Because the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was specifically sent by God to show people this is a character of how you can be, to be a good character, to be a good person, to be a good husband, to be just a good person. And he was the most sweetest, kindest person ever, the most forgiving person ever, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. And so his wives, and for the women, we look at the wives. How did the wives used to live? And when I read that they literally would face veil, I'm like, okay, this is just confirmation for me. So first thing is for God. And nobody can come between my relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Nobody. And it's a journey. And I will humbly say it's been challenging. It's been super, super challenging. But it's just worth it. It's so worth it because it's nothing that I haven't faced before when it comes to challenges online, challenges with my family. It's all worth it at the end of the day, and I know there's light at the end of this tunnel. So I'm happy to be this mirror for people who feel triggered when they see niqab, when they see someone who is so covered, who is so modest, to this point that they think it's suppression, they think it's oppression. Oh, this woman is being oppressed. Really? If they choose it, how are they being oppressed? It's just choice. Women, life, freedom, jin, jian, azadi. Why did we fight that for? What was the point of jin, jian, azadi? Women, life, freedom is to have freedom of choice.
You know what the most beautiful thing about our deen? It's a choice. We all talk about choices these days. And I've said this many times. People always ask me, is hijab a choice? And I said, yeah, absolutely. And people look at greedy. I said, yeah. It's your choice to obey Allah or not to obey Allah. It's up to you. So what we all need, and then this all fiqh zina, and this all the dress issues we all talking about. If I just put two foundations. One, he is looking at me, and I'm going to be standing in front of him. And two, he told me, don't show your beauty. Period. Period.
Are you forced to wear the hijab or is it a choice?
It's a choice for me. A lot of people like to debate about that, but I'd say it's required.
Do you think you wouldn't wear it if you didn't have to?
I probably wouldn't wear it if it wasn't forbidden.
Okay. What do you get from it? Like how do you benefit from being hijabi?
Well, I feel like I stand out in the public because they know I'm a Muslim. And I feel like confident when my head is covered.
You feel confident?
Yes. It's like a part of me right now. I've been like wearing for like 20 years. So if I don't wear, I feel like I'm missing a part of me.
You're missing a part of you.
Yeah,
Huh.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Yeah. Like we have this narrative, in the West, that you're oppressed by wearing by being hijabi. But what the two of you are saying is, no, I feel more empowered. Like
I feel more safe.
More safe?
Yeah.
How safe? Like, what do you mean safe?
Baggy jeans, baggy jumper, baggy tee. Where's your hijab gone? They think their hijab is just a headscarf. No, bro. Your hijab is everything, bro. Your character, your etiquette, how you speak. That's your hijab. On top of that, your abaya.
I need y'all to understand that y'all are messing me up, okay? I have so many preconceived ideas and beliefs that feel very logical to me that I have never once questioned. And y'all are jumping in my DMs like, have you ever thought about it this way? Have you ever looked at this? This is how I feel about it, etc., etc. And it's messing me up. So let's talk about it. I have literally always considered hair covering to be a sign of oppression. Always. My whole life. And a big part of that is because I came from a community where, like, if a boy did anything to a girl, it was always her fault for whatever she was wearing. Like, girl could be wearing a long sleeve shirt and jeans, it's still her fault. And I completely reject that. I will always reject that. Like, it is my very strongly held belief that, like, we keep our hands to ourselves. We learned that in kindergarten, and what somebody else is wearing does not justify you just taking what you want. So when I saw hair covering and like covering from head to foot, like for me, that was an extension of that culture. And it's not something I ever thought I would consider for myself. And then y'all are coming in here screwing me up with stuff. And the one, you know who you are, the one that messed me up the most, guys, the most, is one of y'all said, if you think about it, wearing hijab is just denying men what they want. Like, men want to look at you, and this is taking your power back and saying, no, this is all mine, you can't have it. Bruh! That one got me. That one screwed me up. And so many of you have also told me about like that it makes you feel safer, that it makes you feel empowered, that you feel better, that like people like you for you or know you for you or respect your actual work and that kind of thing, and that it's not just all about how you look. And I respect that. And I respect that. That makes sense to me. But also, I pulled up the hood just for this video just to try it out and see. Okay. My face is all cheeks. Look at the cheeks. Look at the cheeks. I definitely don't feel like I'm ready to dress like that full time, but I wanted to talk to y'all about something and like discuss it. So when I take my shahada, do we say take my shahada or just take shahada? Because I just confused myself. Anyway, I've been invited to do this in front of the entire community, and I really want to get like a nice dress and a nice hijab and wear it for that. And part of the reason I want to do that is that I've always just like felt like there's just like kind of a little bit of a wall of glass between me and the community, and I want something that very outwardly expresses like, I am here for this, I want to be a part of this community, like this is what I'm doing. But I'm not ready to commit to dressing like that full time. And also, I can't afford to dress like that full time right now. Like, this is not the economy to be replacing your wardrobe. Plus, we're not buying anything. So anyway, let's discuss. I'll be posting news updates later tonight. I'm sorry for all the videos, but I can't stop talking about that.